Well, hello, my friend, and welcome to this week's broadcast. I am Anne LaFollette, a surface pattern designer, online educator, and creative entrepreneur. And this week, I want to talk to you about 3 tips that I think will help you continue to make progress in your creative journey. And all 3 of these tips have really helped me, and I think that they might be valuable for you as well. And some of them are practical, and some of them are a little bit more, I would say, holistic. Tip number 1 is actually to keep lists of ideas. So this is the practical one, and I'm a very practical person, so I'm going to start with tip number 1, which is my most practical of the 3, which is to keep lists. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that as creatives, we need to be able to fill the well of inspiration and ideas all the time, right? So if you are out on a walk and you see something or you get inspired or you have a thought, make sure you have a little notebook in your pocket or your phone and capture that idea. I also find there are different times of the day when some piece of inspiration might pop into my head. And it's really important for me to grab it before I forget it and to write it down somewhere. So I do that either in my journal or in a tiny little notebook that I carry with me when I'm out for a walk. Of course, my phone is also super convenient because I can use the Notes app and drop it in there as well. But when I'm kind of out and about and I'm trying to stay away from my phone, I make sure that I at least have either a random piece of paper or my really small notebook that fits in my back pocket. So that is tip number 1. Now, tip number 2 is also kind of practical. It is all about practicing and enjoying practicing and practicing a lot. So if you're in my creative community, you are most likely a multi-passionate creative and someone who is very interested in learning surface design and how to use Adobe Illustrator to make beautiful illustrations and repeating patterns that you can license and put on a variety of products. And so on that journey, it's very important to practice a ton. What you want to do is you want to practice so much that you feel like using the computer itself is not a barrier at all. It's like another tool in your toolkit. And that what you're using it for is to lean more into your creative exploration and how you want to bring your artwork to life as digital artwork. So practice is super, super important. And especially depending on where you are in your creative journey, practice will really help you define your unique signature style. And people get really hung up with this. It's like, I don't have a signature style. They get super nervous about it, and it will emerge. We all actually have unique handwriting. And I love to make this analogy that we all have unique handwriting. Even if we were taught in school to try to do cursive in the same way, we can't, because we all are totally unique. And so lean into your uniqueness, because that is what is going to differentiate you in the marketplace. It's also what's going to come most naturally to you and is something that you're going to be able to repeat over and over and over again. So that is tip number 2. And then tip number 3 is more this sort of holistic. It's less practical. It's this philosophy of don't rush. Don't rush. Enjoy like each part of this journey. And the reason that that's important is that when you are 5 years from now and you're looking back at the work that you did, you are going to be, first of all, so amazingly both surprised and impressed and proud of the progress that you've made. But there also are going to be clues and inklings of where you are as a result of that journey. So it's a little bit hard to describe, but what I want to leave you with is don't rush the process, right? It's not a race. And each step in the process and each part of your journey is going to be important for your overall development. And you will look back on every stage and realize that it was really, really important for you to have it, to experience it, and to be in it at the moment. And so as a result, that's my tip number 3. Don't rush. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And I always like to say in closing that I am Anne LaFollette. And it's never too late to create. Bye for now. and I'll see you next week. If you enjoyed this broadcast, please go to my website, annlafollettart.com. What you see on screen is the cover image that you see as soon as you land on the website. And all the way at the bottom, you can follow me on Instagram at @AnnLaFolletteArt. And there's a link there for you to click on. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ann LaFollette, and you can click on the subscribe button and then hit that little bell so that you're notified the next time I have a broadcast for you.